Ladies and gentlemen, we are back. Jeremy Sports Network coming to you live. JSN Boxing. Man, the weigh-in is over, and we have ourselves 3 good fights. And we have a showdown that's going down tonight live on JSN Network. Make sure you guys tune in for that, starting at 10 o'clock, I believe. Soon we go live in the Dominican Republic. We're going to be broadcasting none other than Carlos Jackson fight live from the Dominican Republic here on this page. So make sure you guys tune in for that. But man, we're going to give our final predictions on tonight as it pertains to James DeGale versus Caleb Truax, Nathan Gallimore versus none other than J-Rock Williams, but he say Pebbles. But and also the main event, Swift Jared Hurd taking on Landy Lara in a unification bout at 154-pound division. The winner seems to be wanting to call out Charlo, but we're going to talk about our predictions as this fight right here is concerned and what everybody think is going to happen. In the first fight, I want to start with Gallimore and J-Rock Williams, man. That fight right there, to me, is going to be a hell of a fight. I'm definitely picking Nathaniel in this fight. And a lot of people are going to be asking me, well, why are you picking Nathaniel in this fight? And, you know, my reasons on why I'm picking him is going to be this. Go back and look at tonight. If you're not doing anything and you really want to see Nathaniel fight, go back and look at the fight when he fought Justin Deloche. Justin Deloche is, you know, he's a great dude, good friend of mine. And Justin Deloche was in a battle defending his title against Gallimore. That's when Gallimore stepped up on the scene. And this kid right here is a beast, man. He's a beast. And the reason why I say he's a beast is because if you go back and you look at just how this guy just basically defends himself in the ring, when I talk about his ring generalship, the way that he comes at the fight, of the power that the guy possesses in both hands, he don't get credit for that. You know, Julian J-Rock said that, you know, he's going to take him into deep waters and try to drown him in deep waters. Now, J-Rock Williams is a good fighter, don't get me wrong. In his last outing against Ishe Smith, you know what I'm saying, he pretty much was in a war with Ishe, but this was an old Ishe Smith. And Ishe wasn't the same fighter, and he's not the same fighter as he once was maybe 10 years ago, 5-10 years ago. And where we are right now with Julian J-Rock, he's one fight away from fighting for another world title. We saw him when he did fight for a world title and he got knocked out by Charlo. And, you know, he's making his way back. But Gallimore is a really tough opponent from Jamaica. And what's crazy is these Jamaicans, man, they are all over the place, right? You got Brianna. I can't think of her name. I don't want to say the wrong name, but the female runner that's from Jamaica, she's a beast. The fastest female runner it is. I believe she's 17 years old, 15, 17 years old. I was watching a couple of her runs today. I mean, she was flying, setting records and everything. And you know, Nathaniel has an opportunity to become a world champion. He does have that opportunity. And right now, the time is now for him. And a lot of people are not picking him because he's the underdog in this fight. But I'm picking him in this fight. I'm picking him in this fight against Julian J-Rock. J-Rock, you know, J-Rock said that he thinks he's a bully. He can't bully me. He got a loss to a journeyman, a draw with a journeyman, and he's been knocked down by a journeyman. And so, you know, J-Rock is, you know, he was talking facts. He was stating facts, but at the same time, Gallimore at the weigh-in, he came out with a box of Fruity Pebbles. And, you know, when he came out with the box of Fruity Pebbles, to me, that was really funny because, you know, that shows you how serious this guy has been in promoting the fact that, you know, he's going to end this fight really, really easy with J-Rock. He don't see this fight going the distance at all. And to me, I'm agreeing. I'm thinking he get a late round stoppage against Julian Williams, who I felt as though you can tell by somebody's body demeanor. And when you look at them at the weigh-in, I look at the small things. I look at, body language. When fighters are staring each other in the eye, who moves first, who's flinching, who's doing whatever, you know what I mean? I'm just looking at the small things to see how a fighter is. And J-Rock just really he's saying that he's very comfortable, but to me, he just don't seem as comfortable as Gallimore is. He don't seem as confident as Gallimore is. And we know confidence goes a long way, but you have to have a skill set in order to back that up. And I think, man, Nathaniel Gallimore, he has it all. And this is an opportunity for him to step up on the scene and really make some noise in the division. And I'm banking with him. I'm really banking with him. Thank you for everybody who is tuning in. Please like and share the show. It helps with the visibility of the show. Make sure you share it because I've been sharing everything in all these boxing groups, and it seems as if somebody banned me from so we got haters out there. We are the hottest boxing show it is right now, killing the game on Facebook, giving you the latest and hottest news in boxing. I am the go-to boxing king. Y'all know how we do. We working. So we're going to move to fight number 2, and that is James DeGale versus Caleb Truax. Now, that fight right there, a lot of people are picking James DeGale to dominate this fight. And why I say they're picking James DeGale to dominate this fight is because right now he's the 6-1 favorite. His odds are 6-1 to win. So if you're a betting person, I say take a bet on Caleb Truax. Take a bet on Caleb Truax. And James DeGale said he'll retire if he loses to Truax this time around because he feels like he don't know where to go afterwards. Having 2 losses to a guy he feels as though he is so much better than. But I think Caleb Truax, what he showed in the first fight, he dominated that first fight. And we talked about this, earlier in the week when we did our show on Monday. We talked about this earlier in the week. We talked about how Caleb Truax, if you go back and look at the fight in the 5th round, Caleb Truax was a beast in round 5. He was a beast. He dominated. Total domination. And the fact that he dominated that fight, man, this second time around, I'm feeling as though Caleb Truax is going to do exactly that. And I'm picking Caleb Truax again on tomorrow to defeat James DeGale. I just feel as though it's going to happen. James DeGale, he's very confident. He did have reconstructive surgery on his shoulder. He did talk about that, and he said that was one of the. He didn't want to make excuses, but you giving the excuse if you bring it up anyway. That his reconstructive shoulder was the reason why he lost the first fight. He came back too early, so he said he feels really good now, and he's going to be coming out dominating. But everybody is doubting. Everybody is doubting this guy right here, and Caleb Truax. And he's going to be a beast. Truax is going to be a beast, and I think he's going to show why he is the champion right now at 168 pounds. And I'm picking him to win this fight. I'm picking Truax. Got to. Also, we about to make our way to the main event, but I'm going to give you the weigh-in results for Nathaniel Gallimore and for Julian J. Rock and for James DeGale and for Truax. Caleb Truax weighed in at 167 pounds and 3/4. So he seems to be very comfortable. He didn't look drained or dehydrated or whatever the case may be. He looked really good and very comfortable in this fight. James DeGale weighed in at 167 pounds. So he looked really good as well. And he don't look drained. He seemed to be very comfortable, and he looks to be about business on tomorrow. But at the same time, it remains to be seen because what Truax did to him as far as breaking him down in the 5th round, we never seen James DeGale be on his back foot like we did. And, maybe it was the shoulder. We don't know. We're going to definitely see on tomorrow. But Caleb Truax will be the aggressor in this fight. And James DeGale, he has to watch out for two things. For one, he can't be as aggressive and overly aggressive, given the simple fact that he wants to show that he's the better fighter. And two, if you catch yourself fighting on the back foot again and you get caught up in positions and then traps that Truax put you in the last time you all fought, it's going to be over for you. It's going to be over for you real quick. And I'm thinking Truax is going to get the job done based upon what it is we saw in the last fight. And styles makes fights. And his style is definitely a style that, James DeGale is going to have to deal with. So it looks to be, a really good fight. And I'm really looking forward to it. Definitely looking forward to it. But it's our time for the main event. And here is Lady Lara versus Jared Swift Hurd. Man, I'm at a place right now where, I'm struggling between who it is I want to win this fight, right? And I've been picking the underdog so far lately. In both fights. I picked Truax and I picked Gallimore to win. But this fight right here, I'm going with Swift. I'm going with Swift Jared Hurd, who weighed in at 153 pounds. Lara weighed in at 153 and a half. But I'm going with Swift Jared Hurd. And this is why. He's taller. He's younger. He has the reach advantage. And he loves to be aggressive in walking you down in Iris Landy Lara. With the skill set that Lara has a tremendous skill set. Cuban background, he's a really good fighter. Really good fighter. The longest reigning champion at 154 pounds with 8 title defenses. 8 title defenses. So this is not easy for Jared. But even in the rounds that Jared feels, in the beginning that Jared may be losing against Lara based upon Lara's boxing skills, there's going to come a time in the fight where Iris Landy Lara is going to have to engage. And when he has to engage, that's where we're going to see the fight change dramatically. We're going to see the fight change dramatically. So I'm picking Swift Jared Hurd to win this fight. And I'm thinking he's going to get stoppage in the championship rounds. I think he's going to get a stoppage in the championship rounds. I mean, the guy is very determined. And, I mean, he just looks overwhelming, to Lara. But Lara has the skill set to be in this fight and to make it a really good fight. It's going to be really good on tomorrow. So, I'm picking Jared Swift Hurd. I'm picking Caleb Truax. And I'm picking Gallimore all to win on tomorrow. Those are my picks. I mean, that's where we are. That's where we are. Those of you who are tuning in, please, if you want to see Carlos Jackson fight, it will be live here on the channel. Fight card is already underway in the Dominican Republic. We will be live here on the show. He will be live on his Periscope. Well, the fight will be broadcast on his Periscope if you go and follow him on Periscope. But we're going to be hosting the fight live here on the channel in the Dominican Republic. For those of you who are interested in seeing Carlos Jackson fight for the Fader Card Box WBC title at 122 pounds. The opponent who he was supposed to fight, I believe his name was Luis Dominguez, pulled out of the fight, but he's still fighting for the title with a new opponent. I don't have that opponent name exactly, but if you go and you can check out the weigh-in and the weigh-in results, definitely on Jeremy Sports Network page, have everything there for you guys. You can go and check that out. And definitely be checking out in the next 15 minutes or so here live on the channel of Carlos Jackson fighting for his first title as a professional at 122 pounds. So this is going to be really good, and I'm looking forward to seeing what he's going to be doing in this fight. I will be giving live commentary in his fight as well. And it could be something quick, you know, in his first fight, well, his last fight that he just had. I mean, the guy won that fight in like the first 29 seconds of the fight. First round, knockout, boom. You know what I'm saying? So he definitely can be doing the same exact thing this time around. This time around, it could be the same exact thing. And I'm looking forward to it. So, y'all know what time it is. Iris Lara, Jared Swift Hurd, main event on tomorrow night. It's going down. I can't wait. Action-packed undercard. Action-packed drama that is going down. And I can't wait, man. It is going down live on Showtime at 10 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We will be live with post-fight review and immediate reaction immediately following the fight. So make sure you tune in for that. Those of you who are tuning in, make sure you like and share the show. It helps with the visibility of the show. And we signing out. This is JSN Boxing, man. I'm out. Peace.